how happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyne, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and veil, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind any judgment taste, wings and no eyes figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys who in game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some hate from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then will he to the woods tomorrow night pursue her. If I have thanks for this intelligence, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again. So why is this monologue intercultural to me? This monologue is intercultural to me because by changing the character of Helena to Helenus, I think the monologue becomes steeped in queer culture. You know, when we talk about that rejection of Helena and Hermia, when it becomes Helenus, there's just that weight of this isn't just being chosen over for another girl. This is also, you know, I am being rejected here on the basis of being queer and of being gay, and the society of Athens that might not be very accepting of that in the context. It's little moments like that that add a lot of weight to it that I think put it firmly in a queer perspective and load it with queer experiences. What did you discover while working on this monologue that you'd like to share? When working on the monologue with Andrea, we found that there was a lot more weight in places where there isn't necessarily going to be for Helena. For example, for Helenus, that whole how happy some or other some can be, when as Helena is, you know, just how happy some people can be over others. But as Helenus, there's that added level and that added layer of, you know, maybe how happy straight people can be as an overly intimately accepted part of society, as opposed to queer people that are struggling for that relationship. And again, it's where weight falls on Helenus's words where it might not necessarily fall to Helena. Just that multiple layer and that weight coming up again. What will you change in how you approach Shakespeare going forward? Slow down. I think when we were working on the speech, we found that it's very easy to lose the power behind what you're actually saying. And it was that, you know, when you're using those lovely words, and it's very easy to kind of be like, look how easily I say these lovely, beautiful poetry and dance with them words. But taking the time to step back and take a breath and, you know, have that for the first time moment again, really lent itself to those interesting moments rather than just getting the speech and flowing, sometimes breaking the flow and putting weight where it is. It changed how I would approach it, and even at times I was a bit uncomfortable because I was like, that's so against how I'm feeling in a certain way, but then adding it on and seeing it and putting it together just gave it a lot more power. So I would slow down and give things their place more, because even if it changes that flow and that rhythm, it makes for a much more interesting character expression.